Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we on week 2 of the Challenger series when I'm gonna rank them from 1 to 10, or I'm gonna start from 10 to 1. I'm just gonna rank these teams by just how they perform, watching through streams, or how they perform map count against certain teams. And some of them I'm gonna have them ranked in there because they didn't really show up, and that is Hunting Seasons and Don't Grind. And yes, we have 11 teams here. The Don't Grind team has like chippy vets and those kind of players. They're a pretty good team last Challenger series in that split, so I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt. Maybe they'll come back next week and play. Hunting Seasons, there is some mess up with them signing up, so they didn't really play. So, you got Osby, Witchy, and Crushmo for sure on a team, and we'll see if they figure things out and get to really play. At the number 9 spot, we have SDL Esports. Last week, I'm pretty sure they got first rounded, but they played against a tough opponent. And then this week, they went pretty far. I think they made it all the way to the quarterfinals. So, gotta give them, credit when credit is due. And yeah, that's why I have them ranked at number 9, just for them showing up this week. Hopefully, they'll show up next week and perform better to move them up in the rankings. My next ranking for number 8 is kind of tough. They went pretty far. They didn't really, but they had a sub. I don't know if it's really their team. I'll put it with Saviors just because they kind of disappointed, so they're going down a rank. But on top of that, they're playing with one other player. This roster consists of Perf, Yogurt, Birdie, and it was Tactics. This week they used Sias, so we don't really know what the roster is really kind of like what's going on. But yeah, who knows what's going on there. But they definitely disappointed, so I guess they deserve to go down at least one rank. The next rank here, we have the Casa de Papel. They beat, I think, Certified in them. This team is Smokes. Let me see here. Team is Smokes, Not Call, Soulfuls, and Danger. They beat the Certified team, which Certified made a roster change. They have Abo instead of Flames, but for them to do that, you gotta give them the benefit of the doubt and put them higher in the list. I'm pretty sure I had them like number 9 or something. So we're gonna put them higher in the list for that. App and Migos, I think they made it all the way to the finals, but they had an easier bracket due to these guys knocking out Certified. And not much competition on that side of the bracket. It seems like it's all on the upper side of the bracket for some reason. But the app Migos is Brutalized, Kuga, Manic, and Mortals. So we're gonna put them at number 6 just because they made it to the finals. We'll put them there. Avengers, they made it pretty far, but then had to lose to Team Enemies. I think they took down a team where they had some beef, where people like their team had some roster changes with that team and they beat them. So I'm gonna give them a pretty high rating for that. For T Gaming, even though they placed worse than the Avengers, I'm gonna put them at 4 just because I guess they did better against team enemies competition wise. But it is what it is. We'll put them at 4. And for number 3, we have Certified. They're going down a rank just because they got upset. But we'll keep them at number 3 just because they have a good team. They did make a roster change with Flames. He stopped competing. They picked up a Bollocks. And this roster consists of Bollocks, Speedy, Emissives, and Exceedings. So we're just going to put them there. And for T Gaming, forgot to announce their team. It is Dementives, Emerade, Bree, and Anti. I think that's a respectable spot for them to be placed. They're a pretty good, solid team. Dementives been playing for a long time. Those other players have been playing Gears 5 for a while. And I've noticed they've been, up there in the upper echelon of AMs, I guess you should say. For number 2, we have New Blood. They just have a lot of good talent, and they're the team that, at least for the escalation map, that put the most damage into the number 1 seeded team right now. And they have a lot of skill. You see it in the wagers. Obviously, the only way to surpass this team is playing as a team and using, hopefully the coach tells them that, and I don't know, like it is what it is. Like, they have great individual skill, but this game requires team skill, which they definitely need to improve on. But their individual skill, I feel like they could beat probably all these other teams here, so that's why I have them ranked. But probably be a pretty cool matchup to see New Blood against Certified next week in the semifinals or something, to see how they go up against each other. But I think it's respectable to move them up, just because that team, they lost to the best team, and Certified got upsetted. But it's understandable. They made a last-minute roster change due to someone quitting. And then Team Enemies has Rocky, Pushy, Zoom, and Bodies. They never lost a map, so obviously they're going to be number 1, and they won the whole thing. Hopefully, the bracket evens out so we could truly see who's ranked in these brackets. As we could see here, truly point-wise, we have Team Enemies, and then Apamigos. We got Living Esports, which is number 3, New Blood at number 4, Certified at number 5. Some other Casa de Papel, Superiority, which, as you guys saw, is not in my top 10. Saviors, as you can see, still at number 8. Then another Casa de Papel Gaming. Then you got Abyss. We might see this team move up in the rankings. Then the real Casa de Papel with Smokes in them. Then you got Avengers, SDL, Esports, and T Gaming, and all that kind of good stuff. So there's that. But that's just my week 2 rankings, just from watching some of the streams, how they perform on their maps and stuff like that. So at number 10, just to repeat it for you guys, Hunting Season is the one with Osby, Crush, Mo, Witchy, and they're still kind of figuring out who their 4th is going to be, if that's even their team. Don't Grind, you got Chippy, Vets, and someone else. They're kind of like in the same boat, but they're definitely a team that could surpass a lot of these teams once they figure out who their 4th is. But that's why I put them at number 10. STL Esports. Didn't see Burst, Phoenix, and Dren. Have to put them in there for their performance for this week, making it to the quarterfinals. And then Saviors, you know, is Perf, Yogurt, um, Birdie, Sias, and then they have Tactics as well. I don't know what's going on with that, but they disappointed this week, so they go down a ranking. Casa de Papel, as you guys already know, is Smokes, Knotclaw, Sulfuls, and Danger. And then Amigos, they made it to the finals, but we'll give them all the way to where they were there. Just because how they performed against enemies wasn't as... You know what? I'll put Amigos above Avengers and T Gaming. That'll be respectable. They made it to the finals, and you know, I guess they kind of made it more difficult than these two teams. So we'll put them at number 4. And that team roster consists of Brutalized, Kuga, Manic, and Mortals. The Avengers consist of Death Wish, Reaps, Brutes, and Chad Handles. T Gaming is Dementive Squad. Certified is the Speedy Squad. New Blood, you already know them. Bino, Logi, Yachty, and Bino, Logi, Yachty, and Solubles. So we gotta move Almighty's out there. He's no longer playing. Gotta put him there. So there's that. And obviously team enemies, you already know them. Pushy's Rocky. Zoom and Bodies. So for coaches wise, I'm coaching them, and I'm not trying to be biased or whatever. I said they were number 1 before. I was coaching them before. New Blood, they have a coach in Shaz, and then the rest of these guys, I'm not 100% sure if they have a coach. So definitely gives them the upper hand as well for the power rankings. Yeah, that's just week 2. I'll give you guys another one next week on how they perform and all that kind of good stuff. So hope you guys enjoy, and peace.